the men's 800 metres. The fastest New Zealander in the field for the men's 800 metres is this man, number 119, Martin Johns. A man we haven't seen much of in New Zealand. He spent much of his time in recent years in the United States. He's running in lane number 2. This is the lineup. There's 11 starters in all. Martin Johns in lane number 2. Alongside of him is the national under-20 champion, Michael Calver. We have an Australian also in the field. He's running in one of the outer lanes, sharing a lane, in fact, in lane 8. That's Tony Wilson. So it's a very big field for the men's 800 metres. Also there is Jack O'Connor, an ex-400 metre hurdlist who's stepped up, doubled the distance in running the flat. Number 127 is the Australian Tony Wilson, starting in the outer lanes. It's pretty crowded, a bit like Piccadilly Circus out there, with 2 runners per lane for the last 4 lanes, packing them in the men's 800 metres. And the starter not quite happy with that field, some of them not to his satisfaction, in a state of readiness, and so he stands them down, and they go to their start again. Look for Michael Calver, number 120, in the black and white in lane number 3. Very promising 800 metre runner from Waikato. And Martin Johns inside of him in lane number 2. Now, Johns has done 147, and he did that in 1992 in Eugene in Oregon, and there's only been really about a half a dozen New Zealanders that ever run faster than that for 800 metres in the history of the sport in New Zealand. And when you think of the many fine middle distance runners this country has produced, Martin Johns is really something of a dark horse. There he is in second place in the two-tone green, and out in front is Phil Harrison from Canterbury. Looks like he's setting the pace for the field.
He certainly is setting the pace, Brendan. 25 seconds through 200 metres, and that's very quick. Martin Johns in second place, and he's the best performed athlete in here. Great run of 47.6 this year. And Jack O'Connor, the tall man from the Waikato in the black, in third place.
And just down and behind him is Michael Calver. He's running in 4th place as they come down to the start-finish line. The pace is on in the men's 800 metres. 52 seconds for the first 400. Johns looks comfortable in second place. Harrison, the Canterbury lad, has done his work. Now it's up to Johns, Calver and Jack O'Connor, who's in second place.
Now, Michael Calver in third place, and the Chelsea squad went to the World Junior Championships last year in this event, but didn't get to run because he punched his finger in a door and almost lost the finger, but they fixed it up with pins. So he's on for a good time here at the moment. Jack O'Connor, very strong going past Martin Johns.
Jack O'Connor makes his move with 200 metres to go. Johns in second place, Calver third, and then there's a 5-metre gap to the man from Otago, Simon Kennedy, very promising teenager from down south, but he's struggling to stay with this leading 3, and it's Jack O'Connor into the home straight with 100 metres to go, shaping up for a good finish here as Johns comes again, and Calver making a big move down on the outside. Calver and Johns, the young teenager from Waikato. Superb race. Great finish from Calver. He gets there just ahead of Johns. 150.06, and that must be a personal best, I think, for Michael Calver, or close to it.
Oh, he's run a little bit better than that in the track series last year. He set a New Zealand junior record, but what a great run from Michael Calver. You would have written him off going down the back straight, and Martin Johns, when he was passed by Jack O'Connor, didn't give it away either. But you see Michael Calver very strong. But look at the man in 4th place. He finishes 3rd, and he's coming in with a great run at the moment. Mark Tonks from Te Awamutu. So Michael Calver wins it, Johns is 2nd, and Tonks is 3rd. And that's a great run from Tonks. He's been out with a stress fracture early in this year, and he's coming back, so he'll be delighted with that run. He's a man to watch in the future as well.
Okay, Michael, that's a pretty good effort by you. You're very pleased with that. Just over 150, a fraction over 150.
Yes, very happy. Very pleasing. It's only just the start of the season for me, really. So I'm happy with that time, yes.
You worked very hard up the straight. You look good.
Yeah, I felt quite good, actually, coming out the straight.
It's good to beat those other Kiwis. Some of them are pretty good, aren't they? Martin Johns?
Yeah, they're very classy. So I'm happy with that. I'm sure they'll improve with the racing as well.
Nice to see a win from Hamilton.
Yes, it is.
Michael, well done.
Thank you very much.
So the official result from the men's 800 metres, won by Michael Calver in a time of 150.18, just outside his personal best. Martin Johns from Wellington in second place, and the youngster from Waikato, Mark Tonks.